Kim know all his most profound mysteries you comprehend. Kim knew why he was utilizing the book. Oku, we as a whole-skill individuals like Jean and 50 Penny have been going hard on PDD for quite a long time. Yet I can promise you that the things I'm going to spill, even 50 Penny doesn't know half of like the genuine explanation. Kim Watchman feared Diddy does it have a say in the PCs that were taken from her home. Before she kicked the bucket that she got from Diddy a poison, found in her examination subtleties. She had about big deal and Tupac's demise associated with Diddy's hookups. With men during their relationship, the likelihood that she was UN alive. I realize I know it's a ton to take in, and it's hella chaotic. Before I start holler to extreme news who's gone far beyond to get such a lot of data about what truly befell Kim, continue doing your thing. And to get directly into it, allow me just to get you going with an email from a dear companion of Kim's that will leave your jaw on the floor. It says when Kim passed, there were inquiries concerning how she assuming they will say that it was pneumonia, definitely, and that she kicked the bucket calmly in her rest. Why was there blood situated on Kim's pillowcases? And furthermore, a slight path of blood on the room floor that prompted the restroom. Why hasn't that been referenced? Kim was not found lethargic in her bed. She was found on the restroom floor. And on the off chance that they found her in the bed, she was decisively positioned there. As per the companion, Kim's last call was really to 911 at 2:43 a.m. However, she wasn't found until sometime thereafter at 11 a.m. So did Diddy truly have something to do with all that has been making adjusts about Kim? Not very far in the past, there was an uncover from Kim Watchman's previous beautician, who was evidently on the run due to a detailed storybook on Diddy. And the primary thing she and others who were assembling the book needed to uncover was that the beautician was available no less than multiple times. When did he put his hands on Camp? And she wouldn't be the principal individual to guarantee that Diddy really put his hands on him. Urban Communities' previous protector quality arrangement truly affirmed the claims when he said that Diddy broke him's nose, which was thusly masked as plastic medical procedure. Something different that the beautician was intending to uncover was that there was at that point a coffin for Kim, a month prior to she kicked the bucket. Now another dynamic and fascinating thing that the stylist passed on to me is the way that this specific beautician says they have data and recording that Diddy truly bought a 24-karat gold coffin a month prior Kim Watchman died. You need to understand what's significantly seriously stunning. The beautician uncovered that Diddy laid down with a few men, remembering Clive Davis for various events. And furthermore, Usher, there have been tales that Diddy laid down with Usher, yet the beautician likewise said that Usher's mother stood up to Diddy about getting physically involved with Usher when he was a minor, and there was purportedly when Usher must be raced to the clinic to get his rear sewed up 14 years of age. You're a father presently, would you at any point send your child to Puffy Cam Damnation? No. And it getting more chaotic, it had video film of Usher and Diddy significant motivation to be frightened by Biddy and Honey. That was obviously not by any means the only proof that Kim had, so Andrew Harold had a cozy relationship with both Diddy and Kim. And in view of what's in the book, Kim moved toward Andrew to inquire as to whether he had any personal connection with Diddy. Said she was certain that the relationship was not simply business. She was disheartened when Andrew denied it, since she had security film of a few candy exercises and the two men kneeling down, not supplicating. So the way that she supposedly had that security film implied that she was a danger, and a major one. Importance, she was in harm's way. And that security film that Kim was in control of likewise had a large group of different superstars that likewise went kneeling down with Diddy again. Not to implore these or not supplicating these, you all discussing Andrew. Did you had any idea that he supposedly defied Diddy about a poison that was found in Kim's dissection report? And it's not whenever a poison first has come up cause extreme news. Caught a restrictive from a dear companion of Kim, saying the first coroner who directed the first Dissection smelled a rat with how much a specific poison that was found in her framework, essentially as per bits of gossip. The pneumonia decision was only a concealment, which is the reason the examination results took such a long time. And the subtleties are all in the book. Anyway, news contacting me is that Diddy took colossal measures to put a stop on Kim Dorman's book that should be delivered clearly. Dave sent documentation saying that whatever connects with him in the book ought to be seized, so that lets you know there's data out there, and Diddy is making an honest effort to take a dependable source. Even got a DM that read simply needed to tell you that Scene has placed the clasps on Cam Watchman's book. From making it to the racks, definitely he didn't come down on every one of the gatherings that were engaged with the most common way of assembling the book. You realize I couldn't want anything more than to say that what Kim Dorman proceeded with Diddy is segregated. Yet what he is she's not by any means the only ex who's gone through a few dreadful things with Diddy, and is presumably frightened too. So one individual who was exceptionally open about how good he truly treated her when they were together was Gina. She even gave an occasion when Diddy took one of her heels and attempted to toss it at her. She truly said that he mushed her face truly hard and caused her nose to drain, and the most terrible part was that each time they got into something to that effect, every other person recently watched and permitted it to work out and looked the alternate way. Gina even uncovered that Diddy constrained her to dispose of more than one pregnancy. Well, I told him, and he was like, you will get an activity right. And afterward I resembled, I don't know, I don't have the foggiest idea yet. And afterward he offered me 50,000 to dispose of it, yet I turned it down in light of the fact that, I simply cherished him. Then there was Cassie Ventura, who was with Diddy for very nearly 10 years, and was supposedly prepared to wed Diddy, yet became weary of trusting that Diddy will put a ring on it. The difficult aspect about the relationship was how could he pass on space for her to accept that at last the ring would come, yet it never did. I mean, 10 years is quite a while. And very much like with Gina, there are additionally reports that Diddy intellectually, genuinely, and sincerely hurt her. I keep thinking about whether any of them will cause an appearance in the book, and I get why Diddy wouldn't need that book in anybody's control, in light of the fact that other than the subtleties I've previously covered, the book evidently likewise has subtleties of Diddy and Mary J. Blige's relationship, the way that she got pregnant by him, and needed to dispose of the pregnancy on the off chance that you are not persuaded sufficient here, are different things that are purportedly in the book that made Kim unnerved by Diddy. There are insights regarding the way in which Kim utilized a tie-on to satisfy Toon and madly cry alone in the wake of doing so, subtleties of how she shielded I'll make certain from running into Diddy and telling him not to go to specific places, and how the East and West Coast counterfeit things to kill Pike and Big Deal to get their lord, since Mark and Big Deal were purportedly intending to get together and challenge Terrible Kid and Death Row on the freedoms.